Well, welcome to episode 10 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis. I'm the guru to take you through what's been an absolutely amazing game week for a lot of people, but kind of a massive moving period. We're entering a sort of period in FPL after 9 game weeks where all this sort of ups and downs, swings and roundabouts, massive overall rank gains and single game weeks is starting to stabilize. And we're getting into this sort of kind of moving period, positioning period, as they say in golf. It's the third day in golf, day three, but really it's more like I would say, we finished the first quarter of the season now of 23-24, and we're entering the second. And I regard this as a positioning period. It's awful hard to get your rank back after Christmas if you've had a bad beginning 2 quarters like I had last year. It's nearly impossible. But yeah, let's see how we're going. I've got a mock up as well. Um, some absolutely the standard of the Christy Nicholson Pub Fancy League, which we have here in Ballyhaunis, that I'm kind of chairman at the head figurehead of it, the FPL Top Dogs. That our community, as everybody knows, based around Mayo, Galway, Connacht to Dublin. I'm based here in London, part of the diaspora. Got my Cantona Vin style. Um, yeah, but yeah, it's just a massive diaspora, and every year we're growing in numbers. And the whole point of this is to encourage each other, have a bit of rivalry, and everyone get better together, and bring a few people in because it's a great bit of fun. Um, uh, if it's going okay for you, or it's absolutely excruciatingly um devastating. I hate the ups and downs. It's this sort of thing that's my retirement season, folks. Um, let's see how long that lasts for. Okay, let's get started. For without further ado, as they say, we share the screen and Unreal game week. A lot of the lads in the league that we have here are saying that the sleeping giant has awoke. Well, it's going to take a little bit more to awake me from the slumber of the last 18 months, really. Well, that's, I would say all last season anyway, for sure. And it's really just this last game week that things have kind of gone, boom, boom, boom. Yes, Stevie Stress. 102, I'll take it. Now, I'm not going to do much in regard. I'm going to roll a transfer for the next game week. I've just made a new tab so that I can get Haaland back at some stage. 2 free transfers. I'm humming and hawing about who this second the sort of midfielder I'll need to get in on it. Okay, Son. It's very hard to get rid of Son. 14 points, not bad. Crystal Palace away next. I think the way Spurs are playing under Ange, Tottenham are kind of fixture proof. Even though okay, they're going out face. I think Chelsea and a few more difficult games ahead for Tottenham. Let's have a look. Um, um, Everybody goes on about fixtures, 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 but for me, it's about I think form is better than fixtures. If you've got a player playing out of the skin, out of this world, with Son and Kane and Kulusevski for long periods, destroyed everything in their way for a while, a couple of seasons back. Um, so like Crystal Palace away, Chelsea, that's fine at home. Give them a go. A few injuries still at Chelsea. Reece James is still trying to come back along with Sassy. They have bits and pieces, and Sterling. Okay, Mudryk is coming back a bit, but Jackson. There's just a lot of outs really to stop Chelsea at this minute, where there's probably a bit more about Spurs down the left and right with Porro and Udogie has a little bit of a injury strain, which is miffed off a lot of his owners going off after 55 minutes, only a point and missing the clean sheet. He has a slight injury or slight knock. but could still be a Wolves away is fine. Look, these are tricky games for a normal Spurs. Villa at home is never a gimme. They're probably okay. At home, Villa have really been rootless, 2s and 3s and 6s this season. Maybe away Spurs can, Villa away can be, but look, it's this is where it gets tricky. City, of course, away, but Spurs have an unbelievable record against City away. Well, and home, they've not. I don't think City have beaten Tottenham at the London Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as of yet. I think they did the double over Man City last season. West Ham at home, okay, that's not yeah, and Newcastle. So they are tricky, but I think there's loads of I'm not so sure of having Romero, who I have as the defender for it, but definitely Porro is very interesting. But you're looking for attack and returns, not so much maybe off you doggy, but definitely Porro possibly. Um, but I think if you've got Madison and Son, you can risk it. Um, and then after that, then you can just stick and say you've got Graphic, you got Everton twice. They're 18 and 23. Um, Brighton, yeah, these games are coming thick and fast. Two Brightons then. Is there Wool? Okay, yeah. So there's a few. Yeah. Um, I just heard that Christmas Eve there'll be a game. Chelsea are playing away up in Molyneux. Wolves versus Chelsea on Christmas Eve. Excuse me, first time since 1994 or five, something like that. It's crazy. So Christmas Eve football at 1 p.m. That's the breaking news. So I'll take that. Romero grand. It all started for me in game week 6. I did the wild card, very underwhelming wild card, just got the average. But ever since game week 7 with the Luton and Burnley double got me a load of game rank. The game week 8, I drafted in Trippier with the wild card, and I got in Salah in the wild card, and I got in Watkins around game week 8. Um, I got rid of Edward for Morris. And then with the Haaland money, I got in Watkins and Son. And I've been taking minus fours for a while. And now I'm at a stage where I'm possibly near enough where people are wildcarding into my team. So I'll take it. But I've got, look, this is 4.9 million in the bank. Look at that for I'll take that. I got loads of price rises. Been watching the FPL price tracker like religiously on Twitter or X, and I've been showing that to the WhatsApp Top Dogs League. So if you want to have access to what we have, information and people watching each other's backs, join the FPL Top Dogs WhatsApp League. Talk to Mark the Oracle Phillips if you want to join and be part of the community to a deeper sense. So yeah, like 1.3, okay, 1. I think by rough estimation, I've made about 4 million rank since the wild card. 4.5, 4,450,000. So it's roughly okay. I boast a bit too much. 3 million's okay. That's fine. 3 million, and the game week rank for that 145,000. So I'm back in the game. I feel like I'm back in the game, but we don't want to give you that, as they say in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the 102. This 102 is done and dusted now. I think the Haaland thing is coming to an end. We'll all need Haaland back. He's got 2 goals against who was again Young Boys. It's Young Boys. It's still Champions League, and they're no, you qualify for the Champions League. You're not Mickey Mouse compared to neither are Aston Villa, who are in the conference. So it's not. I think it's a good result for City, and Haaland is back. So he'll be in my team for game week 11. I know Haaland's got United away next. I know he scored, was it 4 goals the last time? Was it a 6-2 or something crazy at Old Trafford? But I'm backing Harry and Scott McTominay, and I think that 3 wins out of 4 recently. That crucial win against Copenhagen or Hagen, and it was crucial to get the 3 points. So yeah, that's I'll just roll the dice one more time, and I probably will. I know there's a chance of captaining Watkins against Luton. Well, he's off penal, so it's sometimes it's a no-brainer in a way, FPL. Just pick the guy that takes the penals. Salah's not let me down, won it, loved it, absolutely been a great wild card, getting ahead of the trend. In a way, I was backed into a corner to such an extent I had to get rid of Haaland, but he's coming back for Bournemouth, and then from there on, I'm keeping him from there on. That ploy is over. So I'm happy enough with that. Ward-Prowse has blanked a lot. Wish I had Bowen. I could get in Bowen, but I probably want to keep the money to up. I don't like the thought of getting rid of Son, in all fairness, but it's not a bad problem to have, is it really? But I'll figure out something. Worried about Kabore the format, but that's where I'm at. So happy enough for that. Let's have a quick look at the Christy Nicholson Pub League. At the minute we got Jackie Malonoy, who's I think he's topped the game weeks in the Christy Nicholson about 3 times now. This is his 3rd week. I think he was broken there by Neil Carney, who's still up there, still plugging away, still fighting away. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes is probably the best hold of all the United, in my opinion. I just think he'll tick away with the penalties, and there's a bit about him as well. Rashford he's dropped again in price, 8.7. It's shocking, 0.3 million drop. Leno's been an absolute find for Jackie. One of the reasons why he's so far up. He's got the huge Spurs defense. It's a bit worried going forward with that. With the fixtures, Madison's fine. There's a lot of money tied up in Madison. For me personally, I'm not getting rid. I think he's just exciting to own, and he just dictates the play from behind. He's like the master of puppets, really, with them strings in behind. The top 3 for Spurs, and Son. So Ward-Prowse, I'm monitoring this guy, but West Ham has such an amazing fixture list coming up. You could have 2 really, 2, but for this case, I rather stick. I've got Cash and Watkins, so I prefer to have the Villa double. But you could have West Ham double and just Watkins. Look, there's not much. Look, I do like Jackie's team, but I think Morris has come to the end of his fodder. João Pedro is brilliant to have. The fixtures are coming. He'll get more game time. There's always an issue with Ferguson and Welbeck now. Something up with Welbeck. So Fatty's definitely if Fatty's a midfielder marked in this game, then I wouldn't get him in. But Buemo, of course, if he's a striker, it's a possibility. But he has João, so not a massive bench really, but this season seems to be not about the bench. It's about having the form and the money tied up in your starting 11. That's where I'm coming from. I'm getting nothing really from off benches. Mainly, a lot of these guys you see here, they're all regulars. There's no issue with starting. All these are starting. Jackie can sit down there and say, "Oh, I'm so what's a 28 bench. I got you can have 1 sub and you're fine." So it's been a good season that way. Touch wood. Salah, very, very brave when you have Haaland and Salah, and then to back Salah when you've got Brighton, at home, away to City, or City at home to Brighton. It's well, Jackie, we're proud of you, bro, and Stret as well. You've soaked up this FPL like a sponge in the last 18 months, like 2 years now, and this is the way it works. People go on and win the Christie after having an amazing half end to the previous season. I've seen it before with Duncan Hannon. He did that same thing. Christy Kilcourse did the same thing. had an amazing 18 months. You just couldn't touch him. Nearly 2 years, possibly rolling into the other year. But yeah, that's where we are there. 62,000 ranked. That's unreal. And it's going to be hard to drop like a stone from that position. And he has everything in, like all the ducks in a row still. Wild card and the three chips. Neil Carney, quick look. Um, is only 14 points back, but you can see the difference. It's nearly 2.5 times rank. So there's not much in between. 14 points down. Has come back quite well after a bit of a sticky time last game week. Lascelles is fine. He's come in for the injured. Lots of people got rid of Botman because he was going down probably in price. He might be going down in price. He might be out for up to, don't know, folks. He could be the end of November and next international break time. He could be back, but we don't know. Lascelles is a great shout, quite cheap, and that's thinking that this guy here is thinking. You've got Lascelles in your team. I know straight away you're thinking. Um, Odegaard, Saka, and now Havertz. The penalty crack is just doing my head in with these three. Odegaard's the captain. Um, I, I, it's a call. Odegaard will score points and get goal points. Saka, when will he come off with a proper hamstring? I wouldn't wish it on him, but he's been hobbling around even the other night. Um, Away to Seville. I think it was Seville. I think it was now, where they won 2-1. It's just something when you're that young, your body's just like it's like superhuman healing. It's just when you get older, it gets stiffer and worn. So yeah, Saki can do this stuff, but you want to be careful with this guy. I think he needs time. Definitely, and he's playing internationally as well. So it's just non-stop for these guys. And they had their World Cup as well. Madison, Watkins, okay, quite. Um, wow, looking at this team, it's phenomenally set up. No transfers done. Matoma's there. And the wild cards played, I think, recently. This is his team. I think he's set up pretty well. I like Lamptey, Mumbab. Oh gosh, I dodged the bullet there. No, he really lost in price. Areola, I will be definitely having him stick and fix goalkeeper for nearly up to Christmas. So delighted with him. Made his money. Three Newcastle defenders. Wowzers. They have a tricky enough. They've got all home games. I think it's against don't quote me, but they definitely have three heavyweights coming up to Newcastle. They're going to have a crack at anyway. Yeah, yeah. Let's check anyway. So Neil will have to look forward to. I definitely know there's something. Yeah, okay. Arsenal, Wolves. You never know. I like Neto. Wolves can score. Arsenal, Chelsea, United, Spurs coming up. Look, I don't buy this threes and twos. It's because of where they've finished in the league. It's a comparison thing. It's rubbish. Um, Everton are coming back a bit. There is a possibility of a points deduction in the future with Everton. Financial irregularities, I've heard on the radio, a -12. It could be this year. So but I think Everton should be fine, and there's enough about them, and they look like they're coming back into some sort of form. Chelsea. So, like, I don't know about that. Look at even Liverpool and City. It's really I feel as if they've had a difficult start, a really difficult start. Okay, beating Villa. Um, I think they had 3 points in about 9 or 12 and it's yeah, they've lost 1-0 and so 5-1 the bet, but lost to City, lost when leading to Liverpool, lost away to Brighton, and then it all went good after game week 5. Uh, So this was the easy run, and now they're coming into this. So there's a lot of pick and fix. Maybe if you've got Trippier, I'll be playing him no matter what. He could do anything. But the others, I'm not sure. Burner themselves, I'm not sure. So that's a slight concern going forward for Neil. But the rest, he's got his Brighton in tow there. Um, no Salah, so I don't know. I don't know. I just want to Salah or cover him. I think he's going to have a terrific season because the African Nations Cup is starting. I think he wants to get a good load in leading up to this and get Liverpool well on top. Is this African Nations every 2 years is a killer for a lot of the teams across. Owen Cunyan, well done, unreal. 84 Doku. You got in Diaby, who yeah, I'm not sure. He is a bit of a playmaker, but um, Cash is on the bench. Okay, fair enough. Udogi went off. If it feels as if it was a bit of a bang, but with the Salah captaincy, it really saved him. He's got Haaland. That was again very brave of Owen. And I think if you captained Haaland for 16 and you got Salah for 16, that's 32 points. So, but if you've captained Salah and you've just missed out on 8 points. Really, it was 8 point difference. The only crack is if you didn't have Salah and you captain Haaland, that's a bit 16 points, bang. Um, so there was ways out of that, but yeah, having Salah this game week is crucified people. Um, let's go to Fergie. What's Fergie's doing? The eye test here. Andreas, what happened? I'm not sure. He's really toned it down this season from last. Fulham have January. Straightforward 2-0 defeat away to Tottenham. Great to have Salah's in fine. He's got all his chips, including the wild card. Bowen's in, Watkins in. He looks like he's well lined up here. He's got a bit on the bench. Not sure about Gusto anymore. Archer's playing. He might pick up something. Again, the bench isn't massive. Hasn't got that ooze appeal. Again, that's no problem really. But again, no Son, no Madison. It's doing really, really, really well, Fergie. And to mitigate, I think it's 78 is just about get out of jail this game week for Fergie. Great guns, Walsh. Not having any of that Spurs crack going down. That was the difference just for this game week. So going forward, getting in Van de Ven, that was he scored in the Champions League, so that was I think it was okay. He made a few points, probably 4 points in that transfer. Well done. The Maverick, James Lyons. Again, we love looking at James. Look at this Alanga, this guy, James. He's always got something. Of course, he's got Lascelles, and he's a thinker. He's just a thinker. Came third last year in the Christie, going strong again, fifth, well up there. Yeah, I expect him. He is this standard bearer now of the Top Dogs League. Son's there. He's got a little bit of Spurs, a little bit of Liverpool, got a little bit of everything. Great move with the Simicast. He's had him in early. He's took the price 4.4, I'd say. A real low budget defense, which is fine, but so the funds is going out in elsewhere. Saliba's okayish on the bench. A lot of people are going for Gabriel. Price wise, Braithwaite will come in for bits and pieces. There it is a playing bench, fair enough. 91, great score. Also, so he's got the 32 between Haaland and he's still got a 91. The Elanga thing, that's a great call. He'll keep tipping away. Ex United as well. It's just he was doing very, very well at United, Elanga, and then I think it was out the left. I think he was playing with Ronaldo. Uh, he, uh, and now this guy Hannibal's come in as well, playing fresh and scored the goal, and then they don't get a chance after that. It's just This Anthony is just doing my head in on the right. It really is. I don't know why United. I'm not saying we. Uh, I'm just, I've got United on today. I've got Spurs shirts, West Ham, this and that. But like I do watch a little bit of FPL Mate just to show this dude. I like what he's done with the top thing there. He's got 2021-22 season. He's got 243rd in the world. Obviously, he's an Arsenal fan. He's got loads of shirts from everywhere. He wears all sorts of stuff. When you're FPL, um, you end up loving. This is Dan. This is FPL May. You end up loving Salah and you're a Man United. I'm sorry. That's why I've been talking to people about they don't play it because they don't want to root for anyone else. That's final, and they're not going. But we love FPL, and we're going to do it. We want our points. This is where you can get me for the games and all the stuff. For your round. Oh, that's episode 10. So it's actually 11, folks. Okay, this is episode 11, not 10. So you get Vince Wager 1710 FPL Top Dogs. So I can get rid of that. Yeah, this guy Dan is always smiling. Hi, I've got 25 points in my game week. Hey, hi, I've got 125 points in my game. It's just a chirpy. It's just oh god. But I do like him. He's interesting enough. Good on. Give him a little shout there. Shout out there. We'll just go back to the league and go spend another couple of minutes really through this thing. So that's the Maverick done. Connor Freely, wow, he's flowing up there. 99 problems, or 99 happy problems. Amern, well done. Interesting. If there's any Andersons in there. Yeah, I like that treble up there in the strikers. A bit of Son, that's good. Yeah, going forward, this looks good. The bench again, it's the bench thing as well. This season, people are getting away with the bench. It's well done, Salah. Everyone with Salah this game week has been rewarded healthily. 84 again. That's 15 points. That's near enough. What the difference was this week, Salah and Haaland, captaincy issues. Who we got here? Seth's on the beach. Rory Harford. Thank you. We had a good time in the faltering fullback. It was in Islington or Haringey. Off Holloway Road. Thanks. Great to meet you. Have a few beers in person for the first time. This is your team, and you're well in very, very good position. This is last year's winner, the Christy Nic 5-6 or 5. Within striking range. Nice, healthy overall at this stage, and you can build on that, and that's where you want to be. Because we're building on 500,000 onwards here. It's great position. Carlson, great move. Against Luton, we weren't saying that pulled a half time, missed them couple of sitters, but he has been rewarded. He has rewarded people recently. Son's fine. I'd rather Madison, but he's pushed out on that left side now with Son up top. That seems to be the scenario there. Your doggy fine. He has both. Again, this very, very similar team to what one we have up above. Don't need to comment too much, but it's a very, very good position. Good going forward, I think. Gahey, I've heard a lot about. People going on about Gahey as well. Nice to have that option. And Taylor's the 3.8, or I think he's the 3.8. He's dropped, but he's playing for Burnley, so handy to have to facilitate something for Rory, the Mission Alfred, the Mission who took on and defeated our double winning champ, Joey the Commando Neenan. And he'll always be remembered for that if he never does anything again. And this is Joey Neenan's private left lieutenant. John C. Albans having the great year. Done the wild card. He still has his bits and pieces left. Burn, Cash, Doug, love it. Sar, not so sure. I'd rather Morris playing, although Sar did trump him than that. It's a funny one, Sarr. I've seen a few people have Sarr that I know he plays, but he's more of just a guess and give guy. Rashford, wowzers. So it's a 70, uh, probably losing about 15 to the average, maybe. Maybe just got out of it this week, but at least Salah, Haaland, not sure about Foden. If you've had Foden for the last few game weeks, you must be pulling your hair out with that guy. He will come good, trust me. Yeah, you will. But when? It's a um I think he's a watch and see really. Um, but yeah, Rashford. Oh, it's a lot of money lost in Rashford now at this stage. But yeah, we'll see how we go on. Stevie Stratford Nolan, part of the duo draft along with Jackie Malone, the dancer, who's leading at the moment. Top nine there. Trippier, Cash, Buemo, great to still have him. All through. A lot of people were frustrated the last game week that he blanked. Um, but I think he scored the goal and assist there, and just reward the people that had faith in him. But a lot of people need to get rid of this position to facilitate, whoever like from West Ham or a Matoma or something. Stupian on the bench will come back. You might as well keep him now. Yeah, Bruno, I think is justified to be in there still. Don't think you lose out too much. Madison and Son is fine. Going look again, it's quite similar to the other teams above. It's I think everybody be wildcarding into these teams. Varad Somodo, our lad from Zimbabwe, whom I know here in Gansil. And yeah, eye test is good. Saka has remained faithful. Very good call. Farah is a Liverpool fan, massive Liverpool and Arsenal fan, so it's pretty obvious. And it's nice to still probably have Haaland. He didn't drop in price, or did he drop? No, he did 14.1 to 14. He did. That's great. So I'll be getting him anyway, the 14 million back, which I'll take. But for a 14 million player, you want more, don't you? Like you want the Haaland of last season. And what had well, if you compare him from last season, he's not on pace, is he? Um, but there you go. He will be like I think he's still got, you know, 8 and 9 or whatever in the Prem. Sassy will come back. So yeah, going forward, you've got a bit of West Ham there and a bit of Bailey has scored the other day as well. Could be interesting to have just in case. But Watkins will kill this team. Um, yeah, not too bad anyway. Duncan Hannon is back in the game. Look, 800,000 is fine. Top 11. You can build on that. And again, another one with Sar and the Shar. Seems to be these two seem to be in everyone's team. If you have Sar, you have Shar. If you have Shar, you have Sar. Edouard, I wanted he could come on for no, it just seems that he's gone with Edouard. I fell into that trap. Frustration against Fulham, the worst match of the whole season. And I brought in Edouard for Fulham, thinking drab now. I lost the draft game over it. Watkins. So going forward, this looks good as well. Saliba, Ramsdale's a frustration. I think he's been unfairly treated. Matoma, brilliant going forward. I'm considering Matoma myself. Downgrading. If I could downgrade Son for a Matoma and Haaland and something else, I'd go for that. I don't know if I can get rid of Morris, Son, and that 5 million. I don't think it will probably do for Matoma and Haaland, but I'm looking into that. I would like Matoma going forward. Sniper Gilday, yeah. Sean is having a good season. It again in a good situation. Very differential already straight away. Very interesting. Good bench. Yeah, good stuff. Well, good to see you back. You got White there to the bottom, and a lot of people went the other way, getting to Simicus. So we got Kieran Kiley is well up there, 85. Of course, Shawnee there, the 63. Yeah, the Salah's there. That's a strange one. Yeah, Alvarez does it, Madison. Yeah, the first glance, it's just all like, wow. Sometimes I look at teams and say, 63, are you sure? That looks like about an 80 team to me. Kieran Kiley, the long dog, aka 47. Is he got the Sar? I was looking for Sar there. No. Going forward, that's fine. I love he's got Neto. Well done, Kieran. You're in my gang. You're a Neto guy. I love Neto. I think he's amazing value. And over Gordon, I think there's not much between the two. Newcastle rocked a bit in Europe. It's going to be tough for them. It's a long season playing at Europe and all them games at that intensity. The fans, yes, will be up for the games, but it's different when you're a player and you're playing every 3 to 4 days and you're flying all over the world. Luke Walsh, good stuff, 72. Daniel Jordan, 15 to 87. A free hit play by Sajendra Korup out in Malaysia. Free hit. So what's he done? Neto fine. Martinelli doing well in Europe. And last week, I think Salah's fine. Madison, Haaland, no Son, Van de Ven going forward. Yeah, not much in regard to Brighton, Villa, or Aston Villa here. So I'm not 100% sure. With good call. Is it free? Yeah, free hit's fine for Slough. He's kind of. I don't know why you would, mm, unless Sudendra had loads of injuries or something going on, but never free hit. Not in a game like this. It's just 78. Ugh. Still top million. Dennis Ring there, 83. Nicholas Lohman, I'll be seeing him on Friday night. I'm working at the Royal Albert Hall in merchandise. So I might see Nicholas for this. I'm slowly catching up with Nicholas. This guy's a good guy to kind of keep in range. Again, Salah, I'll tell you, the people in the know have been captaining Salah. So I'm surprised how many people have gone for the Salah thing against Haaland. That thing is phenomenal. So well done, everybody. Again, he's rolling the transfer. Son's fine. Orange's a frustration. Did he get that own goal? Was it? I think he's Poro, Madison, Watkins. Wow, that's a really good team. I like Clivert. There's a lot of word about Clivert. Uh, Handy to have in the future. He will come good. Anderson will play bits and pieces, and so again, it's the benches. A good alternation between Johnson and Turner. So yeah, that's fine. But again, Archer, yeah, well, he could start again. Most of these, well, probably well, Angi's in and out, isn't he? Kufel in and out possibly sometimes. So is Archer. I was going to say most of these will play every game week. I'm just a bit concerned about Nicholas's bench. In all fairness, if he's got any money, he needs to sort that little bit out. See what you can do. Is play the wild card. So that would be where I would be concentrating in. It's just because I'm not sure. I think some of them players would be rotated out, especially Ranji and Archer. Yeah, Mark Oracle, the Phillips, Mark the Oracle. Brilliant stuff. Let's see where he is now. 18, dropped a little bit, but million's fine. This is too early now to be humming and on about being top million. That's fine. It's good, still a good position. He has Saka in early. He's a big Saka fan. Sal is in there. Haaland, Watkins, Tsimikas, great call. That call in the draft had me beaten. Mark with this Tsimikas done me. He was able to trade him in cash. A lot of this team is very similar to his draft team. He's got Palmer's in it. Oh, a very interesting bench. That's good. That's good to have this guy in because you'll make team value here. You just have him on the bench now, and he'll go up in price. By Christmas, he could be, 6 million or 5.5. What is he? I think is he 5 now or something? Even less. Is he 4.9? Not sure. I'll have to check that, but you know what I mean. Anyway, you will gain money by just having these guys. He takes penalties for Chelsea, although Chelsea have a bad fixture run. We know he's got his Villas in. He's got his bit of West Ham in there. I love it. No Brighton. That's just an interesting. I do want a Brighton. One Brighton. I said that Matoma already. Patrick Caulfield 75. Dave West Ham United Martin dropping a little, but still in a steady. And I'm catching up to these guys. Lo and behold, Liam Kerr, Ethan Kane in there, 97, unreal. Great score. Captain Son, very interesting. Good call. No, you've got Salah and Haaland. They were the three captaincies for this game week. It was them three. But Son would have been number three. For me, it was Salah, Haaland, and then Son. But 14 points there would have uh, trumped Haaland anyway. But no wild cards going forward. I love Embuemo. Embuemo Mitoma for me is slash either or have either, or even though Brentford's fixtures get worse now. Uh, I suppose you'd favour Matoma. Chikawoma. The benches again. My God, the benches, folks, they're revolting. I don't mean the players. I mean the possible potential. Me, I've come to me. I've already done myself, but I'll take that under 1.4 million. That's unreal. I will take that all day. And Hughie Carney. Hughie Carney's dropped it back a bit. Done 20 points on there. Hughie Jr. Robert Cunyon, 25th. Yeah, I've gone from 49th last game week to 24th. That's 25 game week. That's a 25 ranks in a game week. I'll take that. Jarlath Carney in there with 69 after a -4, a lot of 63. Ryan Warden, shout out there. A lot of Trent Botman, fair enough for cash. Matoma wanted to get the penalty. That's it. Now he's took a -8 there. Wowzers, he's really sorted his bench out. You can see he's having none of it, is he? Van Heck, bench again. Well, so these will be all starters for him then, really. He's got rid of Kabori, who would have been benched. Botman would have been benched. He's got regular guys in, and yeah, Douglas Luiz with the penalties. Villa probably get loads of penalties with the pace they have and the way they play. And I think Emre is a smart and clever dude. These guys know what to do when they get sniff in the box. That's a great call. Well done, Ryan. There is a bit about you, and you've been recommended by Joey Neenan to join this league. That's how you got in, and that's why we want you to stay. You're part of that club. I don't know what sort of Sergeant Warden. I love it. Yeah, right. Yeah, Ryan Sergeant Warden, just right there on the spot. He's got his name, Sergeant Warden. It's that. Look, I love this team. It's brilliant. He's got a bit of everything. I like this, but he's got another bit of Villa with cash. There's loads of attacking possibility. I have Ward-Prowse myself. I think he'll do stuff. He's always in and out of set pieces and frees and all that stuff. He will come good. West Ham have loads of great fixtures ahead. I love Areola. Salah as well. Brilliant stuff. Son, Saka, Salah, Douglas Luiz. He's got the Haaland. He's got this. Oh, I love. Only thing is, of course, Watkins. You can't have them all. That's the issue in this game. You just can't have them all. Another one gone with Van de Ven, Jason Coyne, and Connor Hussey. A quick look, a steady 80. A big Salah fan, so I would have thought he would have went with Salah in that one. The Everton away to Anfield. I expected to look. I think Everton did very well on that. They went down to 10 with poor old is Ashley Young getting 2 yellows. He was just being done by Doku, and he had to be hooked at half time. But no, he wasn't. Well, somebody else went on Doku when he went off. So they had to do a bit of twisting about Brighton in that game. But it was James Milner. Excuse me, James Milner was hooked at halftime because of it was kind of unfair, And then I think Van Heck did come on. There was a bit of no, Veltman came on. Yeah, that was right. I got the games mixed up there, but yeah, I was talking about the Everton match there. Yeah, yeah, Ashley Young did get 2 yellows, got sent off, and it was looked pretty dodgy. Liverpool had loads of chances at the beginning, but uh, the penalty and then the goal. So I was delighted, and so will a friend here, Connor, number 5, the Hustmeister. Yeah, he's stuck fate with Guardiola. Frustration. He doesn't start all the time. I like everything going forward. Watkins is have to kind of think of, wow, what is he going to do about this Villa thing? The Villa. I think people will get like there is a case you could have 3 Villa. And even Bailey's done doing a bit. So it's gone more like the West Ham route rather than the Villa route here. But there's Caldwell, not so sure. He's very good in the Sun Dream team, so that's fine. Aiden Fitz, 79. Joy Fat, 77. A great score from William Nestor. Odegaard for a sack. This guy is just not afraid to make decisions. Ederson for Vicario. He's got the hard on for Vicario now to get off Ederson. He didn't get the clean sheet there, did he, against Brighton 2-0, and it's just a frustration with this Ederson. There really is. He just doesn't get clean sheets. And I think Ellison got dropped for he wasn't playing internationally for Liverpool. I'm sure Ederson must have been the one playing in instead. Odegaard, I think that's not a bad call. If that -4 will get you your Salah, and you didn't have your wild card, I think Williams in the game here. 527 on okay, it's 74 odd. That's fine. That can be made back. Look, I've jumped up massive over just one good game week. It could still possible to have that one game week that will blow the top for of your season. So I like Williams' team. Guys got the Carlson, the Son, and Madison's a worry, of course, but he's got Embuemo. I like it. He's got his Tottenham defense now going forward. I am just a bit. I'd rather have it the other way around, as I said earlier on in the video. And to the Sterling, yeah, well, we kept Sterling blowing hot and cold here and there. Owen Collins and 80 there. Well done, Owen. Dara Hunt in there. Tommy Cagnon in there. Morgan's dropped. Has had a bad game week there. But really, that's the crack there. The Christy Nicholson. We can go on. A Christy Kill course, an 86, 509. Yeah, Haaland. Okay. What's happened here for Snowman? Bowen's fine. Fine. Gusto, Stupi on the bench. Fine. Everything's fine here. What's to go? This is the catch I was in. I had like a four odd million rank. And so how am I going to get any sort of thing? I'm going to have to take a risk here. And a lot of people did spot the thing about Haaland. We lost a little bit of form, wasn't prolific. And we just knew there was that window up until the Bournemouth at home. So you just had to kind of take that chance. Darwin, a lot of international breaks. He's got assist after coming on. I think he did. Did he come on? Yeah, it was Diaz, Salah on the other side, and Jota. And so he did do something when he came on, and against Newcastle, we saw what he did, massive points. I think he's going to be fine. I think that's going to be a potent thing. I'd even kind of consider Tsimikas at 4.5. Why not go all Liverpool instead of Gusto? Stupian will come back. I think this team is fine if Christy can just keep with it, keep motivated. I like this team. I think it's pretty universal. If he's got a couple of quid in the bank, I think he'll be fine. Got rid of Isaac for Darwin. That's a good transfer. Darwin is Isaac got injured again in Europe, and I think it's struggling with the rigors and roles of the Prem. Some players just get more knocks here and there. Starman, Ferguson for Darwin as well, same sort of move. Aranji, again, he's got possibly still stuck in the Morris thing on game week 7. Um, Sometimes when you look at players, you think, well, yeah, that was when they were interested 2 weeks ago. Um, let's have a look. Dermot Duffy, okay, so yeah, 84. So some good 75s to 85s is generally the case here. I like with the Christie, everyone's still plugging away. 72 is good. Um, you can see down here, Cyril Collins is trying to have a crack at something. Matome for Jensen, he's doing for power. Not too bad, but so there is activity and people are trying, and that's all you can ask for. So 81 down the Connor Keane. So that's this where we are in the Christie. Um, let's see where we go now. I think we'll go to the. Oh, I think I know this is the duo draft. Just have a quick look at this if I can register. Yeah, I lost my week with the Oracle over the Decimicus thing. Ninth in the league. This is a qualifier, so it looks like I'll be in like the second last league or maybe the last league or the way I'm going. 12 points, but it's a hard thing to do, you know. Well, we'll keep it going. And how am I getting on in the other one? This is the Sean Shaky Hers league. He asked me to join. Yeah, won the last one. So I'm doing a little bit better in this one. The Sun Dream team just want to keep tabs. That's doing really, really well in this, as you can see. Um, yeah, my leagues. Yeah, my overrank is 1,600 odd, and that's unreal. Everyone knows and heard of the Sun Dream team. I'm just flying it this year with the whole thing. Um, yeah, this is the Man United Fan League 254 rank out of 62,000. I'll take that. England 1,435. So I'm going to keep this going. I've still got all my chips intact, 3 of them that I have. This is the Redbridge. This is my work league. I'm second, but Joey here has used all his 3 trips or chips. Um, and I think Joey's a little bit of a stalking horse for me, although there is another guy, Lee, in this group that's tracking me, and I'm aware. And there's another guy called Brightman. So it's not going to be by no means easy. FPL official Top Dogs League again. I'm second to Joey, who's Joey's leading this team as well. He's leading both these at the minute, but I think he's more like a stalking horse. Um, I'm the stalking horse. um, and this is last year's. So yeah, I'm happy enough. I love this thing. You know, I'm getting more fun. I just seem to do very well in this Sun Dream thing. I just keep an eye on the fixtures, and uh, of course this game week, Captain Haaland, like and he got the 2 goals against Young Boys, and that all counted. As you can see, if you go into his stats, it gives you an idea and a feel of this game rewards your player for just more than just what FPL does. 2 goals, 5 points each, 10. You got 5 shots on target. It's a point for each shot on target, so you got 5. And this is unreal for Haaland. You can't have a captaincy other than anyone with Haaland. Minutes played, he's got his 2. As long as he gets over 60 minutes, he'll get his 2 points. And then against Brighton, he got 9 points to goal, 2 shots to target, and so you can see how it racks up. Um, you know, um, I'm a big advocate and component for the Sun Dream thing, Dream Team. Can't really speak at the moment. I've just spoke. I need to get to a shift tonight in the city. Yeah, so a little bit more to come. Cash in Europe in the conference and more prowess in the Europa, and hopefully get a couple of more points there for myself from what. And what else have we got here? The King of the Travelers. Well, took out Stevie Strett this week, 102. So he was the unlucky one, but that 88 would have probably won every single other one in the league. So John Kelly's got his win against Connor. Sean Shaky Hair gets his win against Jerry Freely. Fergie Walsh wins against Jackie Coyne. Sniper takes out Andrew Cunyon. Happy birthday, by the way, again. Robbie Cunyon just edged out by Owen. I'm sure that's a rivalry there with the Cunyons. Another close one. Nyler takes out West Ham Martin there in a close one. Another very, very close one. William Nestor just takes out the Maeve 92 to 91. Unreal. Some great scores and tussles there. This game with Donny O'Brien taking out Kieran Kiley. Nicholas Lowman taking out Sajendra. Snowman taking out Morgan, the Prodigy Lions. Another close one with Liam, her, and some close ones, lads, taking out the Triple C. And Dara Hunt taking out Shane Faceman Healy. Han Solo Fitzmaurice winning his one against Jackie Coyne, or Jason Coyne, excuse me, and the Guru Killer, Kilbride. Well, just a slight interlude there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see the mock up here. Thing here to show. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Here to show what's going on. Oh, this is it. This is the mock for the game week just gone. Jackie The Dancer Molonoy makes the 6-1 news, or the 601, which is 601 points so far after a game week 9. Newsflash: Eddie Rings 93, game week 9 bells. Yeah, 93 points, and amazing overall 62,000. This is Jackie here, superimposed there, and Keelan, their news presenter, who passed away, Keelan Shanley. Just a little mock up there of Jackie, and yeah, well done, bro. And that's about it now. That's the last of the news we have for game week 9 and episode 11. Okay, so folks, thanks for keeping with us and sitting through, and best of luck. Remember, the game week starts, I think it's tomorrow, this game week. I think it's a Friday night game. Yeah, there is a Friday night game, isn't there? 27th, yeah. Crystal Palace versus Spurs. Well, people have to start thinking about, I hate having an early game in a captaincy sort of thing. I probably will stick with Salah down here and see how everybody else is getting on. That's what I will be doing. I'll stick with Salah for game week 10 and ride this out and keep a couple of transfers for game week 11. But yeah, you see the fixtures yourself there. I'm sure that will be a 6:30 deadline, so don't miss the deadline. It's an evening one tomorrow, Friday. So thanks for joining me, folks. God bless. Take care. Guru out.